All right. Remember last week we were talking about, well, it wasn't last. I don't know if it was last week.
Anything from last week.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't even know who you are. What? Where am I?
Glenn McCoy, he did his...
Who is that?
He did he did his ice bucket challenge, right?
Yes.
And we were making fun of the fact that he was wearing some kind of a mankini.
Yes.
His,
that he got
his
from
banana
Steve
hammock.
Bowen, I think.
Right.
It's from the Steve Bowen store of apparel.
Okay, well...
Steve Bowen is a DJ we know and entertainer.
There's
in
a hot
Australia.
new beachwear trend happening in Chinese beaches called a Facekini.
Facekini.
Yep. These people end up looking like pastel terrorists because they're these hoods, these pastel hoods that go over the face of Chinese women because they're worried about getting tanned and not about cancer.
Right. And you have a picture?
Yeah, I can show you in a second, and we can digitally put it in the way you did last week.
Oh, right.
A tan does not signify a chic trip to Capri because it could mean hours of hard labor spent in the harsh sun. In other words...
Oh, they want to look pasty and pale. Like, it's the old wealthy thing. Like, well, if you're wealthy, you're not out laboring in the sun.
That's exactly what this is. Exactly what it says here. I didn't have to read it. You knew it because apparently that's the way you lived in North Dakota. Or at least that's how you explained your pasty whiteness up in North Dakota.
That's right, because I didn't go out and work in the fields. No, I was of the class that were kept in the cellar.
The Chinese have long revered white skin as a sign of someone who's too wealthy to have to work outdoors. Quote, one touch of white disguises 100 kinds of ugliness. It's an old Chinese saying. That's just, there's horrible on so many levels. I know. And according to this, Weibo, which is the Chinese equivalent of Twitter, quotes that says Chinese old women are at the center of the global fashion world. So they're like, and it looks like a bank robber has raided the beach.
They're like naked except for the oh my!
It looks like right.
It looks like
looks like alien bank robbers.
It does, or a children's show.
Right.
Hey, Barney, what are we gonna do? Yeah, Dipsy. It's the new Teletubbies.
La la.
I think we should just do Facekini Gone Wild.
Oh my gosh, this is great
for kids.
All of our best ideas we give away on this show.
I know. Now somebody's going to do it and get rich.
Facekini's Gone Wild.
Well, at least we'll be the first. Hopefully, we'll get a free one to watch.
Well, if we ever do a workshop in China, you and I'll have to go to the beach and sit there in Facekinis
and make our own Facekini, and then make our Facekini's Gone Wild video. I love it. All right, excellent. We're going to China. It's the Bill and Jason Show. I'm Jason Jones.
I'm Bill Herman.
There's Bill Herman, and thanks for tuning in to another week. We've got all kinds of, interesting stuff to share.
Yeah.
I just came across. So, did you, when you were a kid and you watched Star Trek, did you fantasize about the technology?
Always.
I can't wait till I can
teleport.
Scotty, beat me up.
Right.
I did go around with anything that was this size, and I just and a bling.
Yeah.
Whatever sound effect I can make.
Like compact, you're talking into it.
Well, I didn't really play with my mother's makeup, but
that's what
says a little bit about my partner.
That's what they made. That's how they made the communicator, is with makeup compacts.
Okay.
Which then the flip phone came from.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
I missed the flip phone. I thought it was so cool.
You can still have a flip phone.
I've got one.
I'll get it for you.
But I can't get a flip. I can't get
can't watch videos.
A smartphone that flips.
You can't do.
But I would accept a
flip
phone. Holographic, flip. I'd be okay with that. Just to let you know. But anyway,
you imagine people walking through the mall going. Hey, talk about running into stuff and falling into fountains.
Right. I mean, it's at least you wouldn't know they were crazy though. Now with Bluetooth, you can't really tell the crazy people from the not crazy people.
Well, they look crazier because not only did they have the Bluetooth and they're talking, but they're also making gestures in the sky, looking blankly at whatever's in front of them because they've got this 3D holographic. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that now.
Don't holophone and walk.
Will
be the new campaign. Be bumper stickers in the back of jeans. Juicy will be gone and replaced by don't hologram and walk.
Oh, that's where they should put all of your phones is on those Juicy jeans because that way no one have to worry about. I don't have to worry about that. No, honey, I'm just answering a phone call. I swear, I swear, honey. I don't know how they know her butt number. I don't know.
No, Bill, I'm saying that the warning about not holophoning is on the Juicy jeans.
Yeah, whatever. I still like my idea better.
So there is a company that just recently got funded to be able to make their wearable, because it's all technology is like all wearables now. It's like all like, fits things and
Oh, the Fitbit. I'm getting a Fitbit, by the
Are
way.
you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. You have that inserted, so you're getting on the whole wearable.
Wait a minute, it has to be inserted?
The whole wearable thing.
Wait, hold on. It has to be
might want to
inserted?
save. Hold on, Bill. We'll get to that
This is
later.
freaking me out.
So you might want to consider this.
Okay.
This company has. They are called. Let me just get it up here. On Beep. And
Beep.
they have created a Star Trek communicator pin that is.
Oh, the thing where you go.
It's dedicated to group communication. They say.
All right.
Which I think is
let's see
kind of weird. But mind you, and there's a disclaimer that it's not as cool as what's in the video.
Yeah, I'll
but
bet.
it's similar to it.
Okay.
But it's basically like in the show, where they touch it, and then
Star Trek Generations.
just like that. But it's got to make the sound.
Generations communicator pin now.
What?
Engage.
So you have to whack your boob.
You whack the pin.
Well,
so it
she,
won't damage your
she
clothes.
okay.
I'm
Never.
sensing something, Captain.
Yeah, I bet you're sensing something.
Captain, the Borg abandoned the ship.
These are,
Okay,
These are
so
like-
really bad impersonations is what you're going to be able to do.
well, this is quite an awesome sales video right here for only $40. Now that is not the pin, mind you. It's actually going to be, of course, much better than that. But they got $6.25 million to make these.
Okay, well, what I find fascinating is. Hold on, let me finish.
There's nothing to finish.
Okay, so what I find fascinating about the whole thing is they're promoting this thing as like in the movie Star Trek: The Next Generation, which was made
say next, they
in
said
19 Star Trek Generations, which was a Next Generation movie.
Right.
I am a Star Trek geek. I know these things. Anyway, it was made in 1994. It is 2014. So 20 years later, that's when they finally get their funding. When they first had this idea 20 years ago, they couldn't get funding. But now, all of a sudden, they're getting funding?
No,
or is
I
this
don't
an
think-
old story?
No, they recently got funding to be able to
Just now.
make the Bluetooth communicator pin to go with your cell phone. You know what I mean? It all wasn't lined up for them to be able to do it.
So
until
back
now.
then, it was just probably a pin that made a little sound.
Are you talking about what's in the ad?
Yeah, the video.
It's probably just a pin that beeps.
Well, it has to make the sound. It has to do that, or
You could
why would
probably
you have it?
use-
So it was just a pin making noise. It didn't really communicate anything.
for $40 you can order it, and then you'll know. I don't know. All I know is that there's going to be something like that, only better.
How much money are they getting for it? Did they say what their funding is?
Like $6.25 million.
So far, that's like a Kickstarter
So like
campaign.
6 months.
In like a Kickstarter campaign.
After my salary, that's about 6 months of research and development.
All right, we need to renegotiate our partnership because I'm not getting that kind of money. What is that? So cool. I like
anyway,
that. I want one of those.
Yeah, so won't that be cool now when we can actually have that can be your lavalier mic, like when you go out to speak, when you go out to present.
I would love to be able to do an
and
event
you
with
just
a
go
lavalier.
like, chirp, 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 chirp. Ladies and gentlemen, and your voice comes from everywhere.
Well, you can do that now. See, a lot of guys that use the headpieces, and I've got the really skinny one that you can hardly see, but I'd love to be able to do a lavalier. The problem is that every time I've used a lavalier to MC something, it's never as good as holding a microphone.
Well, I have never heard a
Never as
lavalier that
good.
sounve. You mean the sound
Right,
quality?
right, the sound quality is
I've not
horrible.
found a lavalier mic that had like amazing sound quality and
Right.
also had ease of not feeding back. 'Cause
Right.
How quickly you forget, like, I have to go back to my set. Wow, what am I doing? Oh yeah, my lav, It's like that. That is inevitable. That will happen. You have to think about so many things. Like, where am I in proximity to the speakers? Why is my assistant going, no, get
Stay
back,
away.
get back.
You're going to blow another tweeter, Herman. Get away from me.
That's right. That's right. I don't. Have I told my story about the time I broke my microphone at a wedding dance?
Oh, you haven't, but you should. But let's do it right after this. You've been listening to the Bill and Jason Show.
All right, so I have a really nice EV RE2 microphones, wireless mics, right? And I'm doing a different type of bouquet giveaway. We're doing a toss. We're doing something else, which I can share another time if somebody really wants to know what that is. But
he's never going to show you. He's never showed me. He's not going to tell you.
It involves putting a blindfold on the bride.
Oh, you are going to tell everybody. Okay, great.
Well, that part. Okay. So while I'm putting the blindfold on her, I'm wearing my slippery tux, and then all of my wisdom.
But you have a slippery tux?
Well, sure. It's all like, it's all sheeny and slippery. It looks like a tuxedo, right?
You must look like a baby seal.
Oh, the best looking baby seal.
Okay, anyway.
People just want to club me.
Never heard of slippery tux, but go ahead.
Baby seals have fur. Anyway, so I put the microphone underneath my arm.
Right.
Okay. And I'm trying to put this on. So what happens?
While the mic is on.
The mic is on and under my arm, and it slips out of my arm.
Oh, no.
And falls on the floor. And this is when I was running my big Mackie powered sub.
Right.
So when it hits the floor, it's like, boom! I mean, the walls shake. Everybody's just like, there's like silence in the room after this thunderous clatter. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do this then. Here we go.
So you reach down to pick up the microphone to cover your tail on what happened. So what happened when you picked up the mic?
Oh, the mic was it still was able to, I was still able to make sound. But it was suddenly there was like tons of handling noise, and the capsule in it went tick, 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 around the inside.
Oh,
so I had to get it repaired. So never ever put your microphone under your arm.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Number one, because once you put it up to your mouth, it's like, oh God,
What?
Oh man, where has this microphone been?
Don't let people see you put it under your arm before you hand it to them to do speeches. Here, you can talk into this.
Yeah, here. Wait, hold on a second. Here you go.
Yeah, I got it all shined up for you.
Yeah, let me just hold it between my legs. Okay. Now here, hold on to this. Talk into this and talk really close if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there I go. That place we weren't supposed to go again. The place that Jason hates that I go.
Awkward.
Well, that's lovely, man. If you so we're going to do a workshop then soon on mic technique.
Handling, like all the how 5 tips on what not to do with your microphone at a wedding reception. Okay, so I found I was hunting around, going through Flipboard, my usual nighttime get tired activity.
Flipboard? I've never seen Flipboard.
Oh, it's a great magazine app.
Okay,
and I discovered this great list of 55 essential movies that kids must experience before age 13.
What?
Yes. So I was like, many of these I agreed with.
See, now they're just making stuff up. I've heard of the top 100 movies, but you got to see movies. My kids, the movies they see before they're 13 are all, cartoon movies.
Well, no, these aren't all cartoon movies. Like, for instance, the number 1 movie, The Muppet Movie.
Oh, well, the original one.
The original one.
I love it.
Yes, the good one.
Okay.
And then Toy Story.
My kids have seen both of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Another one we've seen.
This, though, is the original.
Original, yeah.
Yeah, with the director Boris Karloff.
Mm-hmm. You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
And then Babe the Pig.
Babe, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Mary Poppins, of course.
Mary Poppins, of course. Dancing Penguins.
Beauty and the Beastie. The original.
Beauty and the Bestie.
The what?
Nothing.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Especially if you have daughters.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Everybody's seen that a million times.
Great. I wonder, are you excited about the like Where the Heck's
the
Dory
new one?
movie?
Is that what it's going to be called?
It's something about Dory.
Where the heck?
Or maybe
Dory?
that's what it is. Something about Dory.
Yeah,
It's
Dory.
like- it's a
Dory's going to
remake.
have her own TV show.
They took the remake. They took the script from Something About Mary, and now it's Something About Dory, and that's just fish acting it out. That wouldn't be weird.
No, not at all. It's creepy.
The Red Balloon.
The Red Balloon, believe it or not, my kids have seen that because that was a movie I saw before I was 13.
See, I have not seen that yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing it. I think my teachers showed it in school.
Yeah. Pinocchio.
Yeah, of course. Teach them not to lie.
Yeah. Annie. I don't like the new Annie movie.
There's a new one?
There was a new one. Yeah.
I like the one with Carol Burnett.
Yes, she was. What is it, Miss Hag? Miss Hag. What's her name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Hannah.
How do you spell that?
Well, your ex-girlfriend played the new Miss Hag.
My ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, that you're in the movie with.
Oh,
Minnesota.
Cameron's in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
my
played
ex-wife.
Miss Hag.
Hanrahan.
Yeah. I didn't like it. She was not well cast for
Oh,
that.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah. Well, you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
So there's the kid.
The kid. My kids haven't seen that, but they should. That's a great Charlie Chaplin movie.
Yeah, I still have to. Maybe I might have seen that.
If you haven't, then you're a communist. Keep going.
Wall-E. Wall.
That would say that finally an impersonation that you did really well.
The Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music, because the hills are alive.
Which my wife still hasn't seen yet.
What?
And she's all like, Sound
What?
of Music. Everybody's always like, see the Sound of Music. I'm like, well, yeah. She's like, I think I just got yelled at for not
Now,
seeing
see,
the Sound of
I
Music.
can understand my wife who's never seen The Godfather, but I cannot understand a woman saying that they've not seen
The Sound of
The
Music.
Sound of Music. I was forced to watch it by women. So
It's a good movie.
it is a good movie. I'm sorry. I can't
What are we
complain.
going to do about Maria?
All right, well,
There's great sing-alongs and things. There's The Lion King.
Lion King is great. Yeah,
Lion
absolutely.
King. Kuma Matata. The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The original.
So far, we've seen every movie.
Yep. Singing in the Rain.
Yeah. Singing in the Rain, awesome movie.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Make
many
'em
times.
Miracle on 4th Street.
The Iron Giant.
That I've yet to see yet.
I still need to see that too. I've heard raves about it. Isn't it sad? Like
Well, I've caught it every once in a while. I'm flipping channels, and there's Iron Giant. I was going to watch that, and then and then all of a sudden Housewives come on, and I can't watch when the Housewives are on.
The Housewives.
Keep going.
The Housewives of Madison County.
No, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Let's see here.
You're getting distracted.
E.T.
E.T., of course. E.T. Every kid's got to see E.T.
Home. Elf.
Elf, Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Green. How to Train Your Dragon.
How to
Love
see now that
movie.
a great movie, but that got on this list because they needed to make a list.
No.
It's a new movie.
Doesn't matter.
It's a good movie.
It's an instant classic.
Okay.
It is the best. I want to be Hiccup
I know you do.
because I love dragons.
Who doesn't really?
And we'll finally a good movie about dragons instead of kill the dragon. Like the dragons are always a horrible nemesis. Dragons are nice.
Finally,
once
a
you
good
get to know
movie
them.
about dragons. What's the last one on the list?
It doesn't,
Absolute last one on the list.
it doesn't work that way. It's not like, oh, that's the best one.
Oh, well, I thought it was.
So
So
loading,
what else?
loading.
Okay.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, of course. All my kids seen all the Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
Even the ones that everybody thinks suck.
Your daughter is ape about.
Uh-huh.
Well, they don't have the context of it. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry Potter, of course.
Yeah, great book, great movie. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Ah!
I know you're a blood of my.
I'm trying to use the phone!
I know, right? And we still remember these lines.
Keep going.
And it's fun to watch, unlike Napoleon Dynamite, which it's only fun to repeat the lines.
Right, exactly.
And then there's March of the Penguins.
Yeah, we saw that. The kids watched that a few times.
Yeah, after enough of this, I got kind of bored.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone.
Home Alone, it's a really great movie when you're a kid. It's not such a great movie when you're an adult.
Yeah.
Because you sit there and you go, my kids are watching this. They're coming up ideas.
Yeah, right. Like they need ideas.
Right. I need to learn how to escape from bondage because of my children in that movie. Mm-hmm. I'm Houdini now.
Oh, what you have suffered from what your kids have
things
learned
that
from
I've suffered.
that film. There's The Black Stallion.
Another awesome movie.
Willy Wonka.
I read that story to my kids.
Oh yeah, it's a great story. I think it was read to me when I was 20.
It wasn't me.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Which is the original one, right?
Original with
Right.
Not
the creepy Johnny Depp version.
Well, Gene
with
Wilder
his really
is
bad
creepy
haircut.
in there, but not
like Johnny.
not as dark as Johnny.
Johnny Depp looked like he was ready to
them for
abduct
lunch.
children and throw them into
Right.
windowless vans at any given moment.
Pretty much. Yellow Submarine.
Oh, I love that movie. I didn't show that one to my kids yet.
The reason they added Yellow Submarine is to get your kids from singing The Wheels
Katy
on the
Perry.
Bus and replacing it with All You Need Is Love. Something that you can enjoy. Or Eleanor Rigby. Well, they warn, if they do gravitate toward Eleanor Rigby, be warned, you probably have a budding music blogger that'll soon be graduating to Abbey Road. And then there is Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, lovely movie. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Please. The Incredibles. I love The Incredibles.
Yeah, The Incredibles.
That was a great film. Lego Movie. Jack.
The Lego movie.
Oh, Lego Movie was great.
I liked the Lego movie the first 3 times I've seen it. Now I've got a daughter who's trying to memorize the Lego movie.
Oh,
I
that's
swear, every
great.
time the TV's on, puts a Lego movie.
there's so much
Every
good stuff to
single time,
memorize.
she is memorizing this film.
First try.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, our cat is so awesome in that. And well, so is Liam Neeson playing good cop and bad cop. Hey, buddy, you want some coffee? Too bad. It's just awesome.
This is the original. We're doing as many impersonations as we can do show. Thanks for tuning into the Bill and Jason Show. I know you're thinking, when are they going to get to the final one?
Stand by Me.
Which my brother says is the single finest motion picture ever done.
It is. It is.
He
really
thinks
good.
it is the greatest. No, seriously. I'm telling you, his superlative in this is Stand By Me is the greatest film ever made
So
in the history of film.
The kid who plays the lead in that movie, now is like touring, doing one-man shows, and has had like a bizarre surge of popularity. Has your brother seen his show?
No.
He's like trying to be funny.
You're talking about
I think
who?
the kid who plays the lead in here, whose name I cannot remember.
Well, that's okay.
But it's but yeah, you'll just have to just Google it, check it
Okay,
out. It's kind of amazing.
I'll Google
the
it.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That was pretty good.
That was a great movie. That was really, I don't know about a kids movie. I mean, it was just kind of sleepy and kind of mellow, listening to George Clooney.
Yeah, if you're sitting around smoking dope with your kids, it's a great movie.
So, right? What a great idea. That'll be the first
Not that
time
we come up with any ideas here.
The first time you do that with your kids, put in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Or Dark Side of the Moon.
It'll ensure a good trip. They need to graduate to Dark Side of the Moon.
Put on the wall.
When they get angsty, then give them Dark Side of the Moon.
Shave off your eyebrows and watch The Wall.
You're just giving bad advice, Bill. Just really bad advice. Big with Tom Hanks.
Awesome film. Awesome film.
I get to sleep on top.
I
Let's see. Some Like It Hot. of course.
love that movie,
Yeah.
mostly because I like to cross-dress.
And like to see those two guys. Jack
No, I
Lemmon.
know. I just like to
Oh,
cross-dress.
you just like to dress up for the show.
Yeah, just move on.
You're just like, I thought this was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay, well, I'll just come in.
Another one I like a lot.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not my favorite
Dun,
of
dun,
all
dun.
those movies.
What?
No, I like
What?
the Temple of Doom the best.
What?
Yeah.
No, don't even, man. You can
Pirates
just be quiet
of the
about that.
Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I want to see The Curse of the Black Pool.
Otherwise known as Jason's Vacation. 51, The Avengers.
That Avengers, my kids love the Avengers.
The Avengers
And it was a great movie.
Was a cute movie.
Cute. You and I watched it twice.
That was no, you watched it twice. I think, was that the one that you were like, this was the most amazing movie of my life?
I
Was that the
did
one?
not say that. I said it was a good movie.
No, there was one you were just like, oh, this is epic. And I'm like, wow, this is going to be just incredible. And we got
Well,
done
it
and I'm
wasn't
like,
that.
really?
No, I think it
I
was.
mean, it was okay.
I think it was the Iron Lady that I said that about.
I know. Iron Lady. Okay, 52, Titanic. The kids will be watching that alone.
No,
I've
the
seen
kids
that
like
en-
the Titanic.
I've seen that enough.
The Daughters movie.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I love that movie. I haven't get.
Great.
I'd love to have them watch it, but
Great
then they'll
movie.
take knives and dance around.
Well, once they can dance on top of the tree limbs,
Right.
then you've got a show to take on the road. 54, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Great movie, but I'd rather them read the book first.
And finally, 55, I think that's allowed,
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
That was a fine novel as well.
Yeah, it was. It was a real page turner.
It really was.
Chapter 2. So just like that. Anyway, so if there's any that missing on the list, you add them in there in the comments down below.
Right.
Or
And
if some you don't think shouldn't even belong in there, you just go ahead and tell us, and we'll tell them to take it out of there.
be sure to like the show. Be sure to go to BillAndJasonShow.com. That's our website. Be sure to like our Facebook page
Drink plenty of water.
and follow us on Twitter
Eat right.
and call us. Let me give you Jason's personal telephone number.
Well, that's it for the show. We're out of
It
time.
is.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Broadcasting from high atop planet Earth at a rate of 96 kilobytes sample per second over the interweb in an effort to stop glorifying being busy. This has been an entertainment experience production.